Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Pavel Sendika, and I'm an anthropologist who dispenses fitness advice for people over 40. My only credential is my lived experience. Today, I would like to talk about stretching. I will show you my 3-minute morning stretching routine for energy, health, and longevity, and I will explain why you should stretch and why the science behind the claim that you shouldn't is just horse shit. Imagine if you could adopt a 3-minute exercise routine that will stretch all your muscles and leave you energized in body and mind. What if, at the end of it, you could also be full of appreciation for your own body and for life in general? For example, have you ever had one of those mornings where you just cannot wake up and stay groggy throughout the day with no amount of coffee seemingly able to help? Well, I've had more than my fair share of those a few years back, but now I have a cure for them. If you can just push yourself to do these stretches, you can start your day energized and full of positivity. This is important for us, people over 40, because this can help you feel like a 20-year-old again. I swear by it. I still say things like, when I was younger, not when I was young. You can feel that way too. I've been doing these stretches for more than 2 years now, and I swear by their both mental and physical effects. I also have good news for those of you trying to lose weight. They raise your basal metabolic rate. That means that you don't just burn more calories while you do them, but they increase your burn rate afterwards as well. But that's not all. What if I also told you that by doing this, you are greatly increasing your chances of living a long and healthy life? I know, it all sounds a little sketchy, but believe me, I'm not trying to get you to join a cult. Not yet, anyway. So, if you're struggling with getting up or keeping your energy levels during the day, why not try it? It's only 3 minutes out of your life. All right, let's first get this elephant in the room out of the way. I mean that claim that stretching is somehow bad for you and that by doing it before exercise, you are lowering your performance. Now, I don't want to dwell on this too long because discussing shoddy science makes me want to cry. My God. Unfortunately, we have to address this in the briefest of manners. It all stems from this article, and you can have a link to it below if you'd like to waste an hour or so of your life trying to figure it out. The point is that they used 1 rep max squats to measure the effect, and it looks like they have done 2 training sessions in close successions, and, well, if you do 1 rep max, that basically means that you are shitting yourself, and your body is going to take a long time to recover. And to compare the first 1 rep max training session to the second one that included a short stretching session, well, that's not a fair comparison. It's like shooting a fish in a barrel. What did stretching ever do to you, mister? Okay, so let's forget about this authoritative piece of science and rehabilitate the stretches. The animals do it, Jumbo does this. This is good enough for me. It is time to show you that stretching routine with the potential to change your life, but only if you try it, remember? There is something very intriguing about it. It started its life in the United States as radio calisthenics, and it was broadcast over the radio and sponsored by the life insurance companies so that people would exercise and get to live longer and not die, so they wouldn't have to pay out the money. And the Japanese life insurance company executives traveled to the US to see it and thought, this is brilliant. It was 1920s and the life expectancy in Japan was 43 years. It just sucked to be in the life insurance business back then. Anyhow, they brought it back, and everybody in Japan does this now. And they do it in schools and playgrounds, at work, and in old age homes. No matter the physical fitness level, everyone can get the benefit. My God, as an anthropologist, I'd love to tell you more about its history, how it was an imperialistic tool in occupied Taiwan, or how it was forbidden after the Second World War by the Americans because the sight of Japanese moving in sync just creeped the hell out of them. Well, that's not what this video is about. Without further ado, I present you the Radio Taiso stretches, which I'm happy to re-import to the West, or wherever else it is that you're watching from. Let me now explain the routine to you so you can try it. At the end of the video, I'm going to put a link to a pure routine video where you will get just 5 seconds to get ready and you're good to go and follow along. Feel free to use it every day and leave comments on your impressions and progress, because then the almighty YouTube algorithm will just love me to death. Make sure you have enough room to stretch your arms and don't have anything you could hit in the vicinity. Exercise 1. It's all about resetting the spine. You know, that thing we bend so much all day long over computer screens, sinks, and whatever else comes our way. Stand up straight and do these arm movements to stretch up high and elongate your spine. Exercise 2. Activate your lower body and especially calves. 60 to 70% of your muscles are located in your lower body, and by activating the calves, the blood flow will improve and any stiff muscles will relax. So bend your knees and raise your heels to put that stress on the calves to achieve this. By the way, in the first two exercises, keep your fingers rounded, like so. Exercise 3, arm circles. Make sure you don't swing your arms out of control. Raise them up with awareness of what you're doing, then let them drop down. Exercise 4, step your feet apart. Open up your chest, like so. You may instinctively want to push your chest out, but there is no need. Swing your arms to the shoulder level, then again going above the shoulder. Control the movement. Don't swing mindlessly. Make sure you don't hurt your shoulder. Remember throughout not to hold your breath. Breathing is important. Feel it coming in and coming out. Exercise 5, side stretches. This one is pretty self-explanatory and it does a wonderful job of stretching, well, the sides of your body. Exercise 6, forward and backward bends. These are simply fantastic, great for stretching your back as well as your hips. Even if you can't do it with straight legs, you can do this on bent legs, and with a straight back, you just feel that stretching tensions in the whole of your hamstrings, not just the ends. Exercise 7, body twists. I honestly still lose myself in these. They come so quickly one after another. You have to remember to swing to one side first, then to the other when starting the movement. Otherwise, you're going to get yourself out of sync. But it's not that big of a deal. Just make sure you treat it like fun. It's not a chore. Exercise 8. These are arm stretches, but the point here is that the movement comes quickly one after another, and it's about helping you train your coordination and reflexes. That's something that's going to help you catch yourself if you are going to take a fall. So it's a handy thing to train as you get older. And if you stand on your tiptoes while doing this, that's even better. With arms also outstretched, it becomes a full body exercise. Exercise 9. Another full body exercise with full rotation of the upper body. Here, you do want to arch backwards and feel your muscles flexing. Did you forget about breathing? Don't. It's important. Breathe steadily throughout. Exercise 10. Full circles with your arms. Exercise 11 is jumping. Jumping 4 times and then followed by 2 jumping jacks. And then the series again. Then exercises 12 and 13 are basically the first 2 moves repeated again, winding us down. Breathe deeply as you finish off. What did you think? I think there's really no excuse not to do it. It only takes 3 minutes. Honestly, whatever else is going on in your life, however badly you feel like not doing it, just know that if you grit your teeth and go through with it, it will be over in 3 minutes. And on the other side, there is another you who will feel so much better. It's great to form this habit of doing it every morning or even a couple of times a day when you need a pick-me-up. There are also many benefits to it, and some of them are going to pay off future dividends in increased muscle and joint mobility and a healthier, longer life. Remember what I said once before, and I will say it again. Don't shit yourself. If there is something going on in your body that does not feel right, stop and take a break. Consult your doctor before embarking on any exercise routine, etc., etc. Don't blame an anthropologist. Remember also, consistency beats intensity every time. So I hope I convinced you to try developing this healthy habit. Let me know what you think of stretching because I'd love to hear from you. Do you have your own cool stretching routine? Be generous with your comments. Maybe what you know can help somebody else. And if you start doing Radio Taiso, let me know how it makes you feel. I'd love to hear those life-changing stories. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.